Now, spoiler alert before we get into this, I'm going to be talking about who dies, everything that happens, so just click off this video if you don't want to find out. Just click off it right now, spoiler alert. I don't think I've ever been this scared or terrified watching a TV show in my life. Holy shit, they bang it on the head when it comes to building up tension. They managed to build up so much tension. I felt sick watching this episode, but at the same time, it was such a well played out episode. When I first heard about the spoilers of this, the way it was going to be flashbacks and stuff, I thought, no way are they doing flashbacks. I thought that was going to be the worst idea. I thought it was going to be a piece of shit. The first thing I wanted to see when the first opening scene is who's going to die. That's the way I wanted them to go with it. But they surprised me. They managed to shock me so much to the point where even when they don't show it straight away, you have to wait a little bit, they still managed to get the flashbacks so perfectly to even make it better than I thought it was going to be. It's not every day where you find a video game or TV show or something that you have so much hype around that beats your expectations. It's not every day. It's very, very rare, and it's very slight chance that actually will happen. With this episode, just smashed it out of the park for me. This episode was amazing. It was so well played. The two deaths of Abraham and Glenn, very sad. I actually felt more sad for Abraham because I love Abraham. He brings some humor to the show, and he's funny. I really like his character. Even though Glenn's been in it for a long time, so everyone's really sad about that. It's just been crazy, all the reactions on YouTube and everything. A lot of people have been crying over this episode and stuff. I didn't cry or anything. I felt sick watching it, I will say that. But that's not because of the gore, which was a lot more gory than I expected. It was more that I built up a lot of tension in my body from watching it, so I felt physically sick. So yeah, it's a very sad episode, but such well played out. The way Rick goes to cut off Carl's arm, it was played out beautifully in my opinion. I don't think they could have done better with this episode. That's my opinion. I give this a 10 out of 10. Fantabulous episode. One of the best episodes, I think, in TV history that I've ever seen, in my opinion. Even though a lot of people got spoiled, including myself, I did get spoiled. Even though that happened, this episode still managed to turn around and at least be a success to me. Even though some people did get spoiled and they hated on this episode. I've seen a lot of people. IGN, what are you saying? IGN said give this like a 5 or 6 out of 10. Why? I don't give a shit. Yes, it was very, very, very predictable of what was going to happen, and the whole episode was based around Rick and Negan, but I love that. You can make an entire episode with just Rick and Negan, and it's so entertaining, it's so good. And Negan's character, Jeffrey Dean Morgan plays Negan so well, especially when Glenn took 2 hits from him and like his eyeball popped out and stuff, and when Jeffrey Dean Morgan had the bat behind his head, I love the way he says that. He's like, your eyeball just popped out and this gross as shit. It plays in so well. It reminds me so much of the comics, and I just love it. And another thing I want to mention here is Andrew Lincoln's acting was fantabulous, absolutely amazing, especially at the end when he has to go cut off Carl's arm, which he doesn't actually do it, of course, but that would be actually pretty brutal. Like, Jesus Christ, Negan in the TV show is a lot more brutal and dark than the comics, I'll definitely say that. But even though he didn't do it, his expressions on his face, he looked absolutely terrified. He even had a snot bubble, for God's sakes. Like, that was some amazing acting. Definitely, I'm giving props to Andrew Lincoln there. It was just an amazing episode overall, and I really enjoyed it. But anyway guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to smack that like button down below, and subscribe to some more Call of Duty content. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.